This week's video is another request from Jeremy and Mark, who want me to review Predator. So right from the off in Predator, you can tell it's going to be a sort of macho, tough guy film with a lot of testosterone. Because basically you've got this elite team of soldiers led by Arnie. And you can tell Arnie's in charge because he's really good at doing all them military hand signals and things, yeah. Anyway, they're on this mission in this jungle that involves murdering loads of people. But unbeknownst to Arnie and his team of soldiers, they're being hunted by this alien predator bloke. And we can tell whenever the predator's watching them because it cuts to his perspective. And for some reason he's looking at these soldiers through some 1980s computer graphic viewfinder. Anyway, Arnie and his team, they're doing their mission and it involves murdering loads of baddies. Now this is a really important scene because it demonstrates how good these soldiers are at murdering people. You know, they really are excellent at murdering people. You can see them murdering loads of people here. You know, they don't even need to sort of hide. They just walk around firing their guns and nobody murders them. They just murder everybody. And Arnie, he's obviously the best at murdering people because he's even got time to chuck a couple of quips in, hasn't he, like Roger Moore would have done.
Stick around.
And that's really important because it shows how tough these guys are and how hard it's going to be for anybody to murder them, which really emphasises how good the Predator is when he starts murdering them. Now, the Predator, he sort of toys with him because he starts picking off the soldiers one by one. And these tough blokes, you know, suddenly start living in fear of this Predator. And they know that they can't really escape him. And he finds some really gruesome ways of killing them all, you know, like proper blood splattering all over the place, you know, horrible stuff. And I forgot to mention Carl Weathers, who plays Apollo Creed in the Rocky films. He's in it. And he meets Arnie straight off in the first scene, and it's evident that these blokes, they're great mates, you know, terrific mates, known each other for years. But then over the course of the scene, there seems to be some underlying tension between them. And Creed, he's sort of made out to be a bit of a dick. And over the course of the movie, it's apparent that he's actually a bit of a shit soldier, Creed, and he's a liability. So Arnie's team get living with him, no more so than Arnie.
It's all bullshit, all of it.
Incidentally, he's looking very sweaty there, isn't he? Very sweaty film, this. I can't think of many sweatier films than this. There's a lot of sweat. And you see the bloke, I don't know whether it's to try and make them look more manly or what, but they're very sweaty, the blokes in this film. So it must have been bloody hot where they were filming. Oh, and that bit. I tell you what, you see these horrible deaths in Predator, you know, where the Predator goes around murdering people. But that, for me, that's the worst bit. Because you can really identify with that, can't you? You know, just, oh, I've cut my shin with a razor blade, and oh, bloody hell. Yeah, horrible. Anyway, eventually they all get picked off one by one, and Arnie, of course, he's the last man standing. So he has to fashion a load of weapons, you know, make his send a bow and arrow and make his send a spear and stuff like that, so he can take on the Predator. And he lays loads of traps for him. And for some reason, the Predator can't see Arnie if he's covered in mud, just in case you're wondering. It's not because Arnie's exfoliating or out like that. And after luring him into one of his traps, Arnie finally manages to kill the Predator by dropping a log on him. And before any of you say out, no, I don't mean shitting on him. But before he dies, the Predator, he presses his send destruct button on his sleeve and sets off this massive explosion, which surely has killed everybody within like a 10-mile radius. But no, Arnie manages to survive it because he's a proper tough guy, isn't he? Now, something that struck me as pretty bizarre when I watched it was the end credits. Because all the cast are there, sort of waving and winking at the audience. They're like the sort of "you have been watching" credits at the end of IDI or something like that. And it's at odds with the rest of the film. It lends itself well to IDI, you know, jovial comedy programme, but not so much when all the characters have been brutally murdered by the Predator. So, yeah, check that out next time you watch it. Now, if you can think of a sweatier film than Predator, pop it in the comments below. Or drop me a line on Twitter or Facebook if there's any requests that you've got for stuff you want me to review. Okay then.